Good morning. So, yesterday was my son's birthday. I didn't do a video at all. I spent most of the day just at home cleaning and baking cookies and I cleaned my car after like maybe 6 months of not cleaning my car. It looks like a completely different car. I was gonna take it to the to I took I now today I brought it to the today's Tuesday already. So today I brought it to the garage here in Kinneret, where my sister and my brother live, and I came to visit my brother. My brother, he's outside the window talking on the phone now, and so this is my brother's house, and it's a little apartment. He has he is really cool. He plays guitar, and he always is always building things and making things. This is a new apartment, so he doesn't have so much in here yet, like that he made. But we were just talking. We always have such good conversations. This is my youngest brother. He's 14 years younger than I am. He is super handsome, super handsome. And like, I think that he is, out of all of the siblings, we're five siblings. I think that out of all of the siblings, he is the one that is the most like me, also on a spiritual level, also on, just kind of we vibe the same. Um, we're the most similar in the family, I think, out of like two siblings. I think it's funny because with each of my siblings, we have different things that we're like in, or different things that we're different in. But I think that him and I are the most. We like the same things. We both like the spiritual kind of realms, and we both like antiquities and history, and we just like similar things. We're very similar in that, in a lot of things. So we've been kind of feeding off each other. When we get together, we feed off of each other. So we're into like getting this diving thing now, that actually my twin showed me, because my twin also wants to get one. And it's like this thing that you put, that it floats on top of the water, and it has a hose, and you can go down 10 meters, like 30 feet under the water, and breathe. And it kind of it's with a hose. So you want to say hi? That's my brother. I was just telling them that I came about our relationship and how I came to visit you this morning. And yes, I want coffee. So I brought my car here to the garage. I brought my car here to the garage, so it's going to be here for a few hours. I need to, my wheels, and there's a lot of things that need to be fixed on it. So I'm getting it fixed, and they'll call me when it's ready. So it's going to be a few hours. So I asked my brother if I could come here to visit him while it's getting ready. As you can see, I'm doing much, much better. Yesterday, after the whole ordeal, the whole ordeal that was on Saturday, and then on Sunday I didn't see my twin at all, but we texted back and forth, and actually he is the one that reached out to me first, and I thought that was really nice, because it was when I left on Saturday, I just upped and like left, and I was like super upset. And then you could see also on Sunday morning that I was upset, but after I got it all out and I recorded it all, and I'm not saying I recorded it so it was for the recording, but when I talk about things, it's like I neutralize them. It's like before I talk about them, they're still all up in me, and all the emotions are raw and everything. And then when I put it into words, it's like I bring these thoughts, these massive cloud of thoughts, and I bring it down into something that is audible, like into something that is tangible, something that you can touch. Almost, I bring it into the 3D world, and I say it aloud, and it kind of helps me to resolve it. It kind of helps me to understand it more. And as I speak about it, I resolve it. I don't even know what I was going to talk about. When I first started that video on the crying video that I cried the whole way through, I I didn't even really know what I was going to talk about, and I didn't really even feel like talking. But I did, and I'm happy that I got it out. And so my brother and I are sitting here. We're talking about this diving equipment that we want to get, because I have that new mask that my twin gave me, and I am ordering a metal detector for my birthday, and which is I'm really excited about, because I was like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, and I brought the question up, like, because it's kind of expensive and I don't really have the money to do it, and I have insurance coming up, and now I need to fix my car all of a sudden, and the school supplies this month that I have to get. And so this month I don't even know how, and I'm going to update on that, on my book. My book is being edited. So I have all of these things that I need to put out money on this month, and I thought, well, how could I even possibly buy that? I can't. And then I was talking to my mother about it. My mother, on Sunday, I went with my mother and my sister-in-law and to my sisters, and we took their dogs to get haircuts. And I told them, you know what, I really want to get this for me for my birthday, and I think I'm just going to get it, put it on my credit card, and worry about how I'm going to pay for it later. Just, some things you just have to decide that you're going to do. And if you don't, then your whole life could pass you by, and you just don't do the things that you want to do. I know that from a trip that I took to Brazil. I didn't have the money to go to Brazil, but I just decided I'm doing it anyway. My daughter was in Peru, and she said if I come to Brazil that she would meet me there. And my shaman is from Brazil, so I wanted to see my shaman, and I had wanted to go to Brazil for a long time. I took out a loan. Did I? Or did I put it on a credit card? I don't remember, but I ended up having to pay it off. But I got the trip, and I had the experience. And right now, in the moment that I'm in now, this was in 2019. That money doesn't make any difference. If I hadn't put it on a trip to Brazil, then I would have put it on rent, or I would have put it on something else. It wouldn't have made any, it's not like if I hadn't taken the trip, then I would have that extra money right now sitting in the bank. So some things you just have to do in order for them to be done. So I just decided, and that's something I've learned throughout my life. So what I decided is that, okay, I just decided, yeah, I'm buying it. And then what happened was that my mother put in the family group that yesterday I started bawling. But my mother put in the family group that she is collecting money so that I can buy a metal detector. And so it's like when you just say yes, when you decide that you're going to do something, somehow the universe comes in around and works things out for you. You don't have to know the how. You just have to decide the what. Okay, so now I have this new thing that I want to get. So I'm getting the metal detector, and I have the new mask that my twin gave me. And so now there's this thing. It's like this machine that floats on top of the water, and it pumps air into this hose, because you can't just take a hose down 10 meters because of the pressure. You won't be able to pull the air. But this is like a pump, and it pumps the air down to you. And it costs like $645 I saw on this site. And I saw some reviews, and it looks pretty good. And so my brother and I were just looking at it, and now he's all excited about it too. And so is my twin. He also wants to get it. So we're thinking maybe we could get like 3 of them together. Then we could each get it for cheaper. But we'll see. But I got my eye on it. So now it's like once I'm like honing in on something, somehow it's going to pull together, and I'm going to manage it. Once I decide that, okay, I'm just going to do this. First, I'm fixing my car. And I have insurance this month. And I have school supplies this month. So first we're going to figure all that out. Maybe insurance, I'll just, maybe I'll wait till next month, and then I'll just be a few days without insurance, and then just try not to go anywhere for a few days, like 10 days. And then I can put it on my credit card next month. We'll see. But somehow I know that all of this is getting figured out. And then with my book editing, So that I want to tell you about. So I was procrastinating about my alcohol book, right? And not and it's an addiction book in general. Um, so I'm just going to update on this, and then I'm going to end this. So I was over at my parents' house, and they said, well, there's this woman that we know, and I know her. She's an editor, and she edited my father's book that he wrote. And I thought, really? So let me just contact her. And I thought, I don't have the money. How am I going to pay somebody to edit my book? And always is always the money. The money is always something that stops me. And what I'm learning is just to do what I want, or to at least, not, a lot of times before I even start, I stop because I think, well, I don't have the money. So first of all, find out, you can just find out. So I called her and I told her what the book was about. And I told her, it's only like a 10, 11 page book. And I told her what it's about, and I asked her for a quote, and she sent me a quote that was going to turn out to be like 500 shekels, which is like, what, maybe $200. And I was thinking, well, that's not much at all. And then I sent her the book. I was thinking, though, that's, a lot less than I was thinking it was going to be. And then I sent her the book, and she looked at it and she said it's written really well. Which is, first of all, just like a total compliment to me, because I write so simple. It's like I write simple. I speak simple. My vocabulary, I have an okay vocabulary, but it's simple. I've lived most of my life in Israel. I don't have all these, I have some high words, but I speak very simple, and I write the same way I speak. And she said that it was written very well, and that there's not a lot of editing to do there, and that she couldn't even take full price for it. And she got back to me with a quote of about $100. And it's already edited. She already went over the complete full version and edited it completely. She had just like 3 questions that I still have to give her an answer for one of the questions. And then she's going to do a reread of it, and then we're done with it. And then I need to write acknowledgments and thank yous and a foreword, like an introduction. Maybe not a foreword, maybe more like an introduction into the book. That's it. And then I need to design. I'm a designer. I'm a graphic designer, so I can design my own cover. And my twin suggested to me that, I was going to tell about that too. My twin suggested to me that I draw some pictures, and I put some pictures in of my own drawings, so that I can also have some art of my own art in the book. And I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to draw some pictures. I'm going to read over it, and whenever I hit something that inspires me, or that I see, because a lot of things I can see energetically in my mind. A lot of things, like even addictions or things of the soul, I can see in my mind pictures of what I can depict them. So I'm thinking I'm going to do my own drawings for the book. I mean, it might take it may make it take a little bit longer to get it out, but I think that it might be sex magic. So the thing comes up as the sex magic of Isis. With it. Where did that come from? That's I'm so I'm so like the sex is like something that's so far away from me already. It's been like a year and a half since I've had any kind of intimate, It's like, where did that come from all of a sudden? I have to comment on it. I don't get a lot of those things, so that was kind of funny, off the wall. But it took me off of off of point for a second. And so then with my twin, after Sunday we texted back and forth a little bit, and it was nice, like nice texts. And then yesterday in the evening, it was my son's birthday. And so in the evening, some of his friends asked me, they wanted to make him a surprise birthday party, and they asked me if they could do it at our house. And that was so sweet. And so I told them, of course. So I went home and I cleaned up. I did the toilets and whatever and cleaned up a little bit. I'm so happy that the house is like minimal. Like the house doesn't have a lot in it. So to clean it is just like that. It's just like sweep, wipe, it's clean. Um, and I baked a really quick chocolate cake for them. And then I vacated. I just left them the house from 8. So I called my twin and I asked him if he wants to go to the hot springs, if I'll come and pick him up and we can go to the hot springs. And so I finished everything I had to do, and he said yes straight away. There wasn't even really a pause of thinking about it. He was just like, yeah. Which is usually, he has this, he has to dangle me on a string a little bit first, like, he has to think about it. I know it's not to dangle me, but he has to think on it and feel it and whatever. But this time he just said, yeah, come and get me. So we went. And when I picked him up, I could see that he was looking a little bit like he had a little bit of a rough day or two. I could just see on him. As soon as I saw him, I could see like scraggles, like scraggly. Even when he's scraggly, he is just. He's so good looking. Even when he's scraggly, it's like, I love him scraggly. It's like I was telling, it's like endearing. It's like endearing. It's like when you love somebody, you love them in all of their different states and ways of being. When you love somebody, even their, everything about them is endearing. That was something I was telling my girlfriend when I went to Jerusalem. When somebody that loves you will find comfort in your snoring. They will find comfort in your burping or in your just being next to you. That you find comfort in their being, no matter how they are. It's you want to know all the different sides of them, and you are accepting in all the different sides of them. And that's something that I also, like I tell myself, that somebody who truly, truly loves me, I don't have to put a face on for it. They'll love me in all my states of being. And it was really comfortable. We just were. It was. And even we had a little bit of an argument, and he was right, which he often, most of the time, is right. I'm not going to get into what it was about because it was a little bit about something that I did with my son that was off. And he was right. It was off. It was off, and it involved him. So he was right about that. But the difference is that I'm able to take it much easier. I'm able to take it in stride. Okay. He got after me about it. Got after me. We had a discussion, and he wasn't happy with what I did, which he was right about, and I just took it as, yeah, you're right, and that was it. And then it was over with. It's not something that I took home. I took the lesson, but I didn't emotionally feel, and also I didn't emotionally feel like I was holding, like trying to hold on to him, or it felt just way more flowy. Ever since the thing on Saturday, I feel like my letting go is getting along. It's like I'm learning to really let go, and to really let go, really honestly let go. I'm even starting to feel like more of like, oh yeah, we're getting excited about going and getting metal detectors, more than excited about, oh, let's go make love. Even that is like kind of like, it's already like pushed off of the scene. I don't even, it's like, it's not even coming up for me. So I'm feeling a lot more let go. And that is awesome. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about being able to be like that and not dangly, hang on to you kind of thing. It feels more let go. I feel more free. I feel free to be me. Like even yesterday, he got mad at me, and I don't feel like it's detrimental. It's not the end of the world. So what? So he got mad at me, and I got, and I fought back a little bit, and then I realized I was wrong, and I admitted it, and that was the whole story, and it ended right there. Okay, so thank you for watching.